Hello. Hello. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Hello everyone, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Oops. Wait a second. No, I'm not eating, but I have to close this file because this file has some passwords in it. We don't want to leak passwords, right? We don't want to. No, we don't want to. Okay, it's closed. It was on the other screen anyway, so. But you never know. You know, one of the two monitors disconnects and all the apps are moving to the left. Ah, that would be bad. That would be bad. Anyway. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I received I don't know if I want to show it to you though. I received a preview of the Death Realm remake. It is actually a commission and I think it's going fairly well. Let me do something. Let me see. I know you want to see it, but first I want to see it and then I decide if you can see it or not. Yeah, a bit too flat, but oh, this is running Unreal, by the way. That's not bad. I like it. I mean, the colors of the bottom are awful, but anyway. This one, I think this asset, I know it. He took it from the marketplace, I think. There is one asset that he took from the marketplace, I think. Or anyway, it's very similar. Yeah, the colors of the... it's not bad anyway. It's not bad, it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, it's still in development. I mean, I can show you a second. of it. Look at that. I mean, obviously there is no dark around, but this could be the new... yeah, very nice. Yeah, it's still in work, right? Still in work, but not too bad. Not too bad, I think. Nice. I think the only thing are the colors of the below the grades are looking a bit weird. Anyway, let me say very nice. Very nice. The colors of the liquid below the grates are too vivid and oh, this looks nice. Yeah, it looks nice. I think he's missing some, but anyway, from there we can modify it as we wish, right? Also, I got an update of the I got an update on the air, and finally I think we have one air at least that we can use. It's the one that I already shown you, so I'm not gonna show it to you again, but that is also progressing a bit. I mean, it's super slow. I mean, considering we have to do like 50 of them, but fine. Okay, what I want to do, I think what I want to do, yeah, I was working a bit on the card project. Was working a bit on the card project, my boys, but not tonight. Not tonight. So we were reasoning on the dungeon, right? And I was yes, and I extended. No, I was reasoning. We extended the. We extended the consume script, right, to be used as a use script for books, right? So that we did. So that is something that we can trigger. What I'm reasoning is that I cannot really complete the quest chain in a reasonable time, right? So I think we have to release and then we complete the quest chain after, because it's too long. It's too long. Will take me forever. So didn't we have one of these things with the new dungeon? No? No. No. I think we had it, but I lost it. Where I was saying what I want to have inside a dungeon, right? What I want to have inside a dungeon. I mean, for sure we will need torches like we have on the... this is the wall. I mean, I need to design it somehow. We need to decide how big it is. And we need to design the I mean, if we go in this direction, is better anyway. Because we go towards Ojeveda. So let's say that, oops. Let's say that here is the cave entrance, right? And we go this way pretty much, right? And then we go the opposite, which is this other piece. And then we go the opposite again. Right, which is this piece. So until here, I think we are good. Now, after this, we need to decide how to design it. I think what we said the other day, yeah, I think we lost the image. We had an image, but we lost it. It was the one where we were reasoning on the deepness of the cave, if we wanted to have this one at the beginning or this one at the end, right? Oh fuck, I don't remember. Don't remember anything. No, we were here. And we changed this piece, right? Yeah, no one dared to enter the cave or explore it deeper, fearing a disease, right? Hello, Hula. You want to make many levels? I don't know. I mean, we can go up and down. But we can go up and down because we have connectors, but we don't have a vertical connector. We have some slopes, right? We have a slope, so I can connect, but it goes with a slope. But I think anyway that this will go. I think that all of this needs to go. problem is that if I move it now, I have to move everything, which is a bit annoying. I think at the moment this thing needs to go. Huh. Yeah, it was more than that. There was also a cage that I placed, I don't know where, I don't see it, but it's probably here somewhere. Where the hell is the cage? I don't see it. I mean, is here? Ah, no, it's the other piece. Ah, it's the part below the cage. Ah, this one we don't need it. I think we will do it without this. But anyway, I need to design it first. So I think that here definitely I would like to have a junction, right? And a junction can go in two directions, but can also go up, because we also have the ability. We have some pieces, right, that are we don't have infinite pieces, but we have a good amount, I would say. I think we can have a T corridor, an L corridor. So I think that here we can have a T corridor, right? That splits immediately. But we really need to think, right? What rooms we want in this dungeon? Because okay, the laboratory room is fine, right? But that's like the end. That's like the end room. But I think we need a room that is a bit of a layer, right? For the quill drakes. I think the quill drakes are still into this thing, and they may come from passages that are underground, or just caverns that are not accessible to you from the outside, but they live inside of this. So I think there should be an area. There should be an area. Maybe this area can be here in this junction, right? Where here we can have kind of a hive of some of the quill drakes. What about another portal? We go to a special room in Oja. Special place for the airport. Yeah, the special place for the air portal, yes. Another portal? Nah. Another portal, I would say no. Another portal, I would say no. I mean, it would be nice to have another room. So now that we have, we need a room with a bit of space. I mean, that's for sure. We need a room with I'm opening so many files that you have no idea. I think we need another big room. I think these rooms are nice, but I think we need another big room that we can use multiple times, and maybe you can even have it should even be a room with more than one exit, but it should have space for monsters to actually be there. What is this? Ah, this was the other. Nah, but it's too complex. Nah. It is impossible. So we need something like this. Do I want to do it? Probably yes. I would like to have room. There is actually low ceiling. So I think we can reuse this ceiling. But the problem is that moving stuff, moving stuff is so long. If you need to move stuff, it's so insanely long. Because every piece is designed. I mean, I can try, but... So my idea would be to cut off... It is a bit of a mess if I have to do it, but Now in theory this can become my ceiling. Together with the other ceiling that we already have, but this means that I will have to cut off pretty much, huh? So my idea would be that we cut off pretty much all of this. So that this room becomes half height, right? And there are some, I mean, there will be some inconsistencies, obviously, that we have to figure out, but and with that, you know, and with that we go down with the ceiling significantly, right? Now I don't think that this can really cover, because no, I think we need to delete this and make it a normal ceiling. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's the only way. I think it's the only way. You mean? Huh? He remembers the previous? Okay. Interesting. Come on, don't be annoying. Just select what I need. it's obviously a bit weird as is, but fine. Cannot do it. I mean, can improve it a bit, but for now. I just want a low ceiling. It's not that low though, because this is like 6 meters or so. So in reality, you know, it's not really low, right? If you think about it. I mean, from here to here is... Oh no, it's 3 meters. Okay, from here to here is 3 meters. Okay, that's good. So yeah, but anyway, the ceiling at the moment is probably 6, right? I mean, we can lower it even more. I think at the moment it's like 9 meters. Yeah, this thing is 9 meters. So it's anyway huge, right? Even if we cut it enough, right? It's still insanely big. So I think what we have to do, we probably have to normalize this thing a bit on the Z, right? And then we have to drive it even more down, right? And yeah, then obviously we have to remove this stuff that now doesn't make any sense anymore, right? And we will have to bring up this that we decided to make this way. If I could sculpt it, would be so much easier. Can I? Is it possible to sculpt this and make it flat? Or no? Can you make it flat? Pretty good. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I think it's good enough. First time the sculpting has been useful to me. I don't know why, but I always struggle with sculpting because it seems to pick stuff that I cannot fix. That I mean, I don't know. Is breaking things, is fixing things and breaking things at the same time. And yeah, it is usually what it's doing for me. I mean, this obviously is not meaningful anymore. I think this stuff we can just delete. Hmm? Oops. Okay. Very nice. Hello, OPA. How are you? Long time no see. Yeah, I'm always here. Where you been? I'm streaming pretty much every day, but yes, I don't stream many hours, so that's the problem. So it's not easy to catch me, I guess. I stream usually few hours per day in the evening when I have the time, right? So it's not super easy to catch me, but yeah, I would like to stream more, but it's not possible due to my other duties. I did merge at center of the wall model. So we are working on what is this? We are working on a cavern, which is part of a dungeon, a new dungeon that we want to add to the game. And at the moment, I'm trying to create few new pieces, in particular this room, right? That we can use in the dungeon. And yeah. So I'm trying to create a new room. Trying to create a new room, yeah. Pam 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 pam. Pam 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 pam. Pa pa pam 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 pam. Hello, Glaxwax. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. So this cave is part of a complex. If you want to see, so we already have other pieces, right? We already have pieces for our caves, like this one, right? And other ones, right? So we already have different pieces. Okay, doesn't want to. Okay, GG. Doesn't want to F11 for whatever reason. Anyway, we have other pieces, right, already made with different shape, different sizes, different. Well, the material is pretty much the same, but there are single rooms, corridors, T-junctions, slopes, right? Which is all nice. I'm trying to create now a room that is a bit lower than the other ones, because these ones are actually fairly tall. The character is like you know, is like this when you walk, right? So it is very tall. It's like 9 meters or more, and I wanted to create one room which is actually lower, but I want to do it without, you know, spending 3 days making it. So I'm doing it a bit rough, but I hope will be enough. So I'm deciding, you know, the roof here, and trying to see what exactly I need. For example, this wall part is pretty much useless to me, right? This wall piece. I mean, if I use my... Yeah, I think so. This wall piece is completely useless. Can't delete it because it's coming from the previous. Now the rocks will have to be obviously lowered properly. Right? And we will have to retexture pretty much everything, so... Yeah. We will have to retexture, but that doesn't bother me. I mean, texturing this is very easy. They are already, these rocks are already all seamed, I guess. Or they are, anyway, yeah, I mean, everything's already seamed, so... I just need to understand. Here there are more rocks. If you have any questions on the game or on Unreal Engine or anything, please just keep the chat. Just keep the chat alive, okay? I mean, it would be nice. Now, I think we need to change this because it is too similar to the previous one, right? Or we delete it completely and we recreate. Probably, yeah, probably that's the easiest, right? Probably the easiest is that we just delete that and we recreate another wall here. Just putting together these two pieces. Somehow, some way. Right? I don't know, like 10 pieces or 12 pieces. Boom, the biggest face ever existed. Yeah, he's obviously doing it a bit stupid when you create. I mean, he's not doing it the way we want. In theory, the way we want is like this, right? In theory. I mean, we can dissolve the other vertices. I mean, we can dissolve this stuff. But my idea at the moment is that maybe we come forward with that. So I will probably keep this just to have some geometry, and then we undo it later. I don't know if there is a better way, probably there is. But we go like this, and then we start to move things with, yeah, exactly, right? And whatever. I want to have this guy come forward a bit. Wait, no, maybe not like that. Okay. Making it a bit uneven, right? Just because it's a rock. Making it a bit stupidly uneven. And yeah. I'm always interested in how did you find our channel, guys. For the guys that are new, did you get it in the suggested links on the left, or what happened? Yeah, that's probably not enough. If you want to do a kind of a bump, there is still not enough resolution, right? So we need probably to split all of this again. Yeah, if you want to give that sense of how did you find this weird channel where there is a tiger modeling in 3D and programming and creating games? It's kind of a weird channel, no? I mean, we don't really care too much about these vertices, actually. You just pop it up. I know nothing about Planeship, but looks like my kind of old school and janky to check it out. Hey, we are very old school because we are old. We are more old than school, I would say. But yeah. We were one of the first MMO in existence, actually. And surely one of the first free ones. Back when games were made to be games. And not to be some marketing stuff or else. But yeah. We have a long story, but the project has always been done a bit for fun, you know. So we never really invested money or real yeah. I mean, it's never been a real project, but we did good stuff with it. You were playing EverQuest, yeah. We were there. We were there when EverQuest was there. We were there already. Okay, I'm pretty happy about this wall. I mean, he has his own character, right? So I think it's fine. We were there. We will be in the future. Hopefully. If I don't change hobby. I mean, I have many hobbies, but this one is the one that is taking me most of the time, I would say. If I don't change hobby, plane shift should stay alive. Hopefully. Well, I need someone to take over one day, huh? Because when I spawned, they gave me only one life. I don't know why. I mean, it's fairly rough, right? To say, wait, you spawned, but you only have one life. I mean, that's kind of annoying, but this is what they did. I don't know about you, but I think I have only one life. I think, at least. Maybe the counter is hidden somewhere, but yeah. So if it's true, right? I need someone then to take over at a certain point. It's also on Steam, yes. Yeah, exactly. We are one of the survivors, let's say. We survived. We survived. Thanks to my stubbornness. Thanks to my infinite stubbornness. We survived. Yeah. Still here. But it's fun, you know, to make a game is fun. I mean, it's fun. I mean, it's a lot of work, right? Because at the end, if you want to produce something, so if you want to make something that people can actually use, right? Is a bit more than just a hobby, right? Because you have to release it on different platforms. You need to actually be functional. And I mean, it's not. I mean, there is a lot of grind, right? There is a lot of grind that maybe some people just ignore, but there is a lot of grind, I tell you. There is. For example, now I really don't know why this thing is the way it is. And why it cannot just be connected properly, right? I mean, these are like two pieces for whatever reason. Yeah, these are two separate walls. This wall and this wall are two separate walls. But I really dislike the fact that this one is... yeah, we are searching anyway people that want to help. So if you have any willingness to help and you have some skill on whatever, right? Maybe you can help us and make our development quicker. Maybe. Maybe yes, maybe no. There's a lot to do. I mean, pretty much anything. From dialogues to dialogues of NPC to stories, quests, rules and 3D models and whatever. Anything. Even just testing sometimes, but testing is a bit, I mean, testing is done pretty much by the players, right? So testing, I would say, is probably the least needed at the moment. I mean, if you want to test, you can just play the game, right? Just play the game and that's it. That's good enough. We had a testing group in the past, right? People that were really only testing, but we don't have it anymore these days. Cheers to stubbornness, yes. Games are going to be truly incorporated with AI, that voices change and develop, then I suspect. Yeah, probably yes. One thing that I said is that when I will be very, very close to finish this game, the AI will probably be able to recreate it completely by itself in few hours, right? So yeah, but yeah, I mean, we are using AI for a lot of stuff. I think AI is fantastic, so we use it. We were using it yesterday, you know, so I asked the AI, hey, can you please make an arrow that I use as a pointer? I mean, look at what the hell it did, right? So this was generated like in 10 seconds. I asked for a medieval arrow with magical runes. So I wrote like 10 words and this is what it generated, right? Which is insane. I'm not shitting on any programming in particular, but going from old school games that still have to itch for every once in a while. Yeah, in our game there is a... I mean, our game there's a lot to explore, so there are a lot of places. I mean, gameplay is not very good because making a good combat system is not easy. At least I'm not very good at it, right? So combat in particular, one day I will focus on it and we will redo it. But at the moment I'm focusing on other stuff. But yeah, one day I will have to redo the combat system, improving it significantly. Our combat system is very stiff, right? So, but I mean, it's already good that I managed to port all of this to Unreal Engine, and now the game lives on a new engine, right? That's already nice. Because the old engine was really not usable anymore, right? So the old engine was basically died, right? So, and maintaining an engine it seems easy, but it's not easy, right? Mainly for compatibility reasons, right? There are people that are still doing their own engine, but I think it's hard. I mean, it's probably easier now than what it was back in the days, but I think it's not an easy task. So we decided to abandon the old engine and redo things in Unreal, and it took me probably 3 years to do it. Obviously in the spare time, always in the spare time, but took me like 3 years to do it, and then then we made it, and the game migrated from old engine to new engine. It was very nice because we gave new life to the game. But I mean, the problem today is that there are so many very high fantasy. Yeah, the Arrow, yes. That's pretty good because I'm developing a card game meanwhile, just because I didn't have enough with this one. So I decided recently to create a card game, and I'm making good progress for it. The Arrow is for the card game, actually. I'm making good progress on it. It is a bit slow, but it will land. I see it. I see that it will become something. I have a good feeling about it. I don't know if I'm making it too complex, so maybe we'll have to scale down a bit the complexity. But yeah, like. I don't know if there is too many variables, right? Too many variables, and so at the end it doesn't become fun enough because it's too many variables. But let's see, I can scale it down in case. We will see. Why this part is so fucked up? I don't know. This part is really bad. Okay, now it's slightly better. At least it looks a bit more like a rock. I don't want to speak too much about the card game because I'm trying to keep it a bit secret, you know. Trying to keep it a bit secret, but the people that are watching the stream regularly, they saw it, so they know how it works, and they know a bit of the basics and the idea behind and all of that. But yeah, because I showed it a few times. But yeah, I want to keep it a bit secret. The problem is the playtesting, but I created, thanks to the AI, so Claude created for me a Python script that can basically run games, can simulate games, and give me results, right? So, and tell me, oh yes, player 1 wins with this percentage, player 2 wins with that percentage, right? So he's able to simulate it. Now, how good it is, I didn't really spend too much time on it, but I think it's good enough. So he already gave me some ideas. I actually have it here. There is the card game simulator. So I launch it, and this script is running 100 games. And at the end of the 100 game simulation is, you see, now he's playing, every line is one game. And he's telling you who's the winner, how many turns it took, the experience point, how many times the heroes died, how many bosses and such. And yeah, for example, this game's a bit weird, right? He has zero experience for player 2. I think it's a bit weird. And then he gives you the average of all the games. So, like in these 100 games, player 1 won 59% of the time, and player 2 won 41% of the time, and average turns were 39. So yeah, the 59-41. It seems that I have 2 decks at the moment, And it seems that deck number 1 is stronger than number 2 because he's always coming ahead, right? He's always winning. Well, not always, but he has a higher win rate. That is something that definitely I will have to check and understand better. I think this rocks is a bit too spiky here, but fine. Okay, so I think that the roof... Is the roof now fully connected or not? I think it is fully connected. Now, the entrance will be cut off, but I think it's fine. Because anyway, we will use the lower top, right? Well, there is a good point, huh? That is a good point, because compared to the entrance we may have a problem, because we decided to do this lower roof, and yeah, we decided to do this lower roof, so it means that our entrance, right, will be somehow cut off like this. So I think to avoid problems, I need to extend this at least until the end of the door. So I will probably extrude it on the non-Z once or twice, and close it like that. So it looks like it's going up, right? And there is like a rock there, and but I think you should never go, yeah, you should never go above, should never go after this line, because this line, right? This line is the separation line. So I should probably do this actually. Yeah. Oops. We will see how it looks. We will see how it looks. Okay, so this room is a low room. Now we will put also a low door because we have a different door for a lower effect. Now we need to texture this freaking thing. I think at the moment is not textured at all, but I think I like the fact that it's that low. Can we move this building? Can we move this rock somewhere else? I think this one was a separate piece, right? If I remember right. This one is a separate piece. Yeah. This one can be moved. So we can move it maybe in a place that splits a bit the room in two. So for example, here rotated 180 and we can connect with this block at the top. Maybe like this, and we connect with this monster at the top, And we can probably also put a bit more in the middle. I think it's okay. So that here becomes like a separate room or whatever, right? So I mean, it's not really a separate room, but there is a bit of a... So with that, I think we have to move these rocks. And I would move them probably here. So it makes it even more evident that it is kind of a separate space. Right? So we put them here in the front. That one at the bottom, I don't really know if I want it. I mean, it's actually helping because... maybe yes, because it's making the transition with the ground nicer, right? Is your card game going to be digital or printed? It's going to be digital at the beginning. Printed. The problem with printed is, I think, are the mechanics of the game. There are some mechanics that are not very easy to type on the card, right? So there is not enough space to explain stuff. While on the screen you have a lot of space and you can really have a lot of text, right? In a printed card, I think you need to think the rules a bit differently. But would be nice to have it printed. Yeah, would be very nice. I mean, if I could, I would do it printed as well. Yes. I mean, would be very nice to have it printed as well. Yeah. And the name will be Planeshift Collectible Card Game. Do you want to see the... No, because I closed it. Okay, I had like a first screen. But it's called Planeshift, like the game, and Collectible Card Game. And hopefully you could be able to play it in-game, meaning also inside the MMO. Like today you can play dice in the MMO, and I know it's very different, right? But in terms of complexity, but yeah, I would like you to be able to play the game, the card game, inside the MMO, and maybe you will be able to collect, you know, the you will be able to collect the cards also in the MMO. So it will become like a quest inside the game, just to collect just to find all the cards, right? And build the decks and something like that. I'm still thinking about it, but I think this is what will be. It's very fun to design a card game, by the way. I have all the rules. I have all the rules in place. Like yeah, I would say 90-something%. Well, I would say 100% for the base rule. I think I have like 100% of the base rule. What I'm missing are the cards. I have 2 decks of 40 cards each. So I have 80 cards defined, right? And yeah, I will need testers soon. And so if anyone is interested in testing it as soon as it's ready, or to give ideas, you know, but I need people that are good at card games somehow. So not saying that you are not, but I need people with that are already playing card games, right? If you just played, you know, Hearthstone 2 times in your life, I mean, it's not enough. But yeah, I need someone that actually plays card games kind of regularly and wants to help in the testing. Obviously, we'll be under NDA, and And the other big thing that I have to decide if I want to make it free or not, right? Like if I want to have a price for it or not. Because what I've seen is that if you have a game that is free, completely free, people just don't consider it. They automatically think that it's bad, right? And so they don't even look at it. Free game, right? While if you have a price, well, if you have a price tag, even if it's a low price tag, right? I don't know, $9, $5, whatever. People then say, I have to buy it, right? So, and if you have to buy it, they automatically, mentally, psychologically associate a value to it. And also they try it a bit more, right? Maybe they say, well, I bought this thing, so maybe I play it a bit. While if it's free, maybe they just do one game and they say, fuck it. Good at card games. I mean, good at card games mechanics, right? So that you understand how card games work. Not. I mean, like I don't know. If you play Hearthstone and you tell me, I never went, above Chicken League. I mean, maybe or yeah. I mean, good in understanding the good in understanding what makes a good card game, a good collectible card game. In terms of combos, synergies, and all of that. I mean, you need to play card games, right? If you played Magic the Gathering, I mean, even Hearthstone is fine, right? Hearthstone, Magic the Gathering, or now I'm playing Might and Magic Fates. Yeah, some cool idea. Okay, I think this thing is pretty much ready. Is this thing ready or no? I mean, yeah, in theory we have a different low. What is all this geometry? I don't know. We have a bunch of useless geometry. Which is completely underground. Because we lowered it, I guess. I don't know. But for sure we don't need any of it. Well, at least we don't need any of this, that's for sure. It's all underground, right? We don't need any of this. It's all underground. This one I don't know, because it seems that it's peaking. It's peaking. I don't like to have that much geometry underground, because it may interfere with other geometry that we have below, right? Like another level or another. There is quite a bunch of geometry here. It's pretty annoying, actually. I don't know if I have to clean. Yeah, but you see that some of it goes above ground. Fuck. Let's do this. Let's just do it simply, and maybe it's enough. Let's just do this. Anyway, it's underground, so no one will see it. So yeah, good at games in that sense, right? You understand combos between cards, synergy, I mean, all that stuff, right? So that's important. Otherwise, your feedback will be like, yes, I like the graphics, right? I like this card because it's a nice picture. Not the feedback that I need. But yeah, I've been a bit obsessed with the card game in the last few months, so I made good progress. The Witcher card game, yeah, Gwent, yes. I think what makes a good card game is the art. Okay, so you are already not my guy. No, I'm joking. But what makes a good card game is obviously not the card, the art. And he has a cheesy mechanic like using Siege Engine to make you a possible player without sinking endless hour into it. Or whatever the Witcher card game is. Yes, Gwent. I collect card casually, and I think the mini game is a great idea. Yeah. I think that. I mean, to me, there are two main pieces of a good card game. One is you need to make. I mean, making the deck, building the deck. So deck building should be fun and interesting. That's a big piece. I mean, if you can make the deck building interesting and fun, it means that you have enough, you know, synergies and different cards, and to actually, yeah. So the game, to actually make it fun, and the game in theory is fun as well. And second, to have enough variability so that the games are not looking always the same. Like, for example, Might and Magic Fate that I'm trying now. I mean, it's just the first expansion. It's the first, you know, base set, so maybe that's why. But after you play like 50, 60 games, pretty much you have seen it all, right? And so replayability, right? So being able to replay, yeah. Okay, I think this room is pretty much done. Can we try it somehow, or let me see if we can export it as, no, we need to create, wait, we need to create the light map. We need to create the light map for this little monster. Yeah. Okay. No. Okay, Cave 05, selected object, and we will call it Cave 05, big low room. Big Cave 05, big low room. Okay, import. The directory is this one. Now, I said I wanted to have 2 exit, and I didn't do it. Fuck. We only have 1 exit, which is not, but anyway, that's fine. Zero tangents, my friend. Don't know what to say. You will leave with your 0 tangents. Okay, we need to copy the textures from another piece. So we have the floor, we have the rocks, and we have the soil mix, which which is the vertex painted piece that I don't know. Okay. Bam, bam. Yeah, I played Gwent. I played Gwent a bit, yes. I played Gwent. I liked it. I liked it. I think Gwent was nice. I liked it. I mean, obviously, my problem with the card game is that I will not be able to create an expansion, you know, every every 4 months. I think it will be be born and then stay like that forever. So that is obviously a problem for a card game, right? Because it becomes stale. People find the best combo and that's it, right? So it's never reusable again. So, but I mean, that's unfortunately part of our normal life. I cannot produce new expansion cards and everything, so we'll just leave with the first version. Maybe then the community will help, right? So maybe I create a base and then the community will suggest. I mean, if the game becomes interesting for people, maybe people will suggest new cards or right. So it all depends on the community. I hope someone will do it. And if not, it will stay in its first version and it's fine anyway. Okay, this is our new room, by the way, huh? It is our new room. Do you think it will match? I mean, it should, because I started from the same door. I mean, obviously he has this thing, right? But now we're gonna we are going to change the door. We will not use this door. We will use the other one. So we will use should I use this and change it, or should I don't remember if we created a new version. Cave door. Sliding gate, yeah, this one. So I'm basically dropping a sliding gate into it. Okay, let's do this. We drop this one, right? And then we copy the location and the rotation so that this becomes identical. Okay. And now we delete that one, and this one we move it in our deep dungeon. Okay, I think we can test it and see. No, I need to do one more thing, that is the collision, the collision. Will also be nice to have a specific collision box, but we don't have it. Okay, let me just see if the light map channel is light map resolution 64. This thing will need a minimum 256, like minimum. There's no apply. Okay, let's test it in game. Let's test it in game 1 second and see how it looks. Now we have no lights, but we will go with a torch. The game, like poker and spades and the like, are the timeless, so it can be done. Are timeless. Yeah, but I think they are designed in a way that makes them timeless. So the rules are extremely simple, to the point that the combinations are not forced, but they are infinite. While usually in a collectible card game, you have certain rules that are specific to the card. Like, for example, this card does... I mean, this is a fireball spell, and fireballs is a red spell, and so it does more damage to to ice creatures, right? Or something like that. And so it becomes very specific. And the more specific, the less reusable, right? And yeah, but anyway, I think you are right. I think it's still doable anyway. I'm just saying that it's not super easy, but it probably is doable also with what the fuck? I didn't save it. I think I didn't save the level. So we are in the old level here. I didn't save it. I didn't save it. I didn't save it. Yeah, we were still in the old one. Yeah, but I will work on it a bit more. I will work on it. I mean, I'm working on it like half an hour a day or so. So, I mean, it's not much, but, and on the weekend, like Sunday morning, I'm working on it. Like last Friday evening, I worked on it because we didn't, I mean, I didn't have my friends available, and so we didn't go out, and so I worked on that. So anyway, it's a big project. It seems to be an easy project, but it's not. See, I mean, a card game seems like, oh, a card game, you know, it's like Tetris. Nah, it's not easy. I mean, definitely simpler than Plane Shift. I mean, like 100 times simpler, 1,000. I don't know how many times, but a lot of times simpler. Probably 1,000 times simpler, or more. Ah, we have our new thing here. Okay, now we have a low. Yeah, I like these low entrances for this dungeon, so it looks a bit more secret. Eh? So this is actually the new room. Yeah, we immediately see that is the new room because we have some open vertices there, but it's good. We can fix that. Is it low ceiling? Bah, doesn't really look like low ceiling. I was expecting it to be lower than this. I mean, it's still fairly high, right? I mean, I can lower the ceiling more. I wanted to give a bit of a sense of something that was small. Maybe I can lower the middle. But I like it anyway. I think the floor is too flat. Yeah. I think we need to vary a bit the floor because the floor is really too flat. Also, I think it's too reflective. I don't know why, but it seems to be very specular, right? You see this white? You see this whiteness? This whiteness is the specular map, and I think it's too specular, really. I don't know why it's so white. Let me see. This is floor soil. Floor soil. Wow, I'm already at 0.2 specular and 0.8 roughness, so it's basically... strange. Okay. I mean, we can go specular 0. The problem of specular 0 is that then is nearly absorbing light, so the ground becomes significantly darker if he's really taking 0 light, right? I can try 0.1 to see if I like it more. Okay, let me try to lower a bit the roof. Maybe not everywhere, but... like here, for example, we have a fairly big... I mean, I would like to go like this, right? So that it looks... Well, or what we can do, we can also put some stalactite, right? That are like pushing down. Maybe. But I think like this will already be better. I would not assume it's easy. Good card design alone is not simple. Yeah. So our cards have experience points. So every card has experience point as a value. Now they don't level up. The heroes don't level up at the moment. I don't know if they will level up in the future. Maybe. I mean, it would be interesting, I guess, to have them level up. But this will be another layer of complexity, right? So that I don't know if I want to have. I mean, we will see. Why I don't find my room? Big low. Okay. So it should be a bit more, you know, with these things. But you know what we can do? We can add stalagmites and stalactite. The only problem is that we should do it only when we have it in the right position. It's fairly large, by the way. This room is very big. It's very big. I think we should do it only when we have it in the right position. So my suggestion is that we put a T intersection here, right? And the T intersection is, for example, I think we have an underscore T, no? Yeah. Cave 5 corridor T. This thing, right? Now he has 3 exits. One is here, one is there, and one is there. I think it's nice. I think I think I will put it this way so it looks like you're going down. I think it looks like you're going down. Bam bara bam 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 bam. Is it okay or is it misplaced? I think it's okay. No? I cannot understand if it's okay or not. Let me hide this a second. Yeah, I think it is because he's looking. Yes, I think it's correct. I think it's correctly positioned. So I think we have a T intersection. Then maybe we have one more 90 degrees, and then we have this one, right? And this will be the end. And this will be the end of this side of the dungeon. So, and we can put monsters and stuff in here. I mean, easily. So let's do one junction. Let's do one L. We have 3 different L. Which one we used at the moment? We used slope L up. Because this one is going up. So it's an L, but it's also going up. And this one is another slope going up. Okay. Can we have the L without the slope? Yeah, this one. So this one is the L without the slope. I'm using the 1 meter grid, so they all match, right? I think I left my character in the room, and so it will fall down when we rejoin. But anyway. It's not matching because the vertical is not okay. Okay, now it is. Okay. We can place more doors. I think it will finish here, right? This branch will finish here, and there will be a bunch of creatures here. And then we will expand the other side. Do you think we need more rooms or no? Are we okay? Yeah, I think we are. Okay. Good. So this will be one side, right? Then the other side, I think the other side will be good to split it multiple times. So I think we need multiple T connectors. We only have 1 T connector. Jeez. We only have 1 T connector. Ay, 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 ay. But we have rooms that have 3 exits, even if they are not 3 connectors, right? We have rooms. I remember we do. Room 3, for example, right? What is this room 3 about? This room 3, yeah, you see, you enter here, but you can exit there. No, you cannot exit here. Ah, yes, here. Or on this other side here. So yes, you have 2 exits. Actually, it's a bit of a weird T because one is going straight and the other is going left. And here you don't have anything. But I like this room. This room is very nice. Okay, so and it's actually very large as well. So we will use this one. This one is cave room 3. And we will put it here. But this means that I have to move this guy. Well, this guy will have to be moved anyway, very far away. With all his stuff, right? We will have to move all of this. Ah, jeez, there are the 2. There are the 2 rocks here. They are so well hidden that I don't even see them. Okay, now I can move it. Let's move it temporarily in a place where we know that we are not interfering with, like here, or even better, there. And then we will move it in the right place. Okay, so from here we want to go room 3. And we have to decide, a rotation. So where do we want to enter? We want to enter there, enter there, or enter there. So these are the 3 exits, 1, 2, and 3, right? So I think the way it is now is good. Yeah, I think the way it is now is good. I think, guys, I want to do the release this weekend. I mean, I'm very behind in terms of the quest, but the quests are taking too much time, so I think I will not finish the quest before the release. I think I will just put the dungeon in, and then we can populate it later on with quests and books and stuff. Maybe we will close it at the beginning so that people cannot enter, and then I will open it up only when it's really ready. Which is a bit of a pity, but that's what it is. But I would like to do a release. We have a bunch of stuff ready, and the tattoos, you know, all that stuff. Bunch of fixes. The terraforming of the desert. All the new tents. So we have all of that. Yeah, I would like to also have new doors. Yeah, that door is nice, but I would like to... we have only 2 types. We have, well, actually 4 types. We have this type, right, which is can sit between 2 modular pieces of the dungeon. And this part goes up, right, and is a grate kind of thingy. Then we have the same, but in small sides, right, which is this. So it's the same concept, but smaller. And then we have the door, so there's 2, and then we have the high door, which is this one. The high door, this one, which is super big, right, and I think it's nice, but it's very big. This is like 7 meters or so. And then I have the smaller version of it, which is this one, which is the one that you saw in the dungeon, right, this one. Actually, I'm cheating, the real door is still there. But you don't see it because it's inside the rock. So you think it's a small door, but it's not a small door. Yeah. But I would like to have more. I would like to have more connectors, because I think different doors add more add more fun. So I don't know which kind of connector I need. I can think about. I think it's just different doors, probably. Just different door types. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe a rock that just slides to the side with some inscriptions. Maybe. Okay, so we do this. Now, how big we want this dungeon to be? And sorry for the spoiler, because you see the map now and you will see it. And this will be the final map. I'm not gonna change it. So, how big we want this dungeon to be? I mean, we don't really have a limitation. We can go as much as we want below ground, right? So we have infinite space, pretty much. Maybe we should plan for future expansion. So maybe we can have a door that is actually closed today, right? That you cannot open because it's locked. But that we can open in the game at a later date, right? So we already designed the dungeon behind it. So if I want then to add something more, I can without releasing a new client. Maybe we can do that. Do you think this thing should go down? Because when you go down, you get a sense of danger, right? When you are walking down a dungeon, you see that it's going down and down and down and down, right? You start to be scared a bit. So we have a slope L, we have a slope I, and we have another slope I. I meaning there is just a tunnel, while L is 90 degrees, right? I think these two are pretty much very similar, just different types of, right? So I think we will drop a slope. Remember that our game doesn't have a mini map by purpose. So if we make the dungeon too complex, we will have to add some very significant landmarks, right? So that the people can actually orient themselves somehow. Or they draw a map on a piece of paper like I did for many games. Many old games that didn't have a minimap. Down, darker, more drippy, more slimes, and eyes in the dark. Okay. To a huge back plate, you have to jump down. Unfortunately, I don't have a vertical piece. We can make it, but at the moment I don't have a piece where you can, and also we don't have climbing in the game. I mean, you can mantle, like you can climb, you can pull yourself up with your arm, with your hands, right, on a low wall. Yes, that you can do, but you cannot really climb like this. In the future we will have it, but at the moment we cannot. So, but we can have elevators. Elevators we have. So it is going down a bit, right? It is going down a bit. And we can go down twice if you want. Going down twice is start to be very scary, huh? So we can use the double eye. So we have this eye and this other eye. And we have to decide at a certain point to have the laboratory, right? I mean, we made this whole dungeon because we have a story behind this dungeon. And the story is, if you want to know it, I don't know, it's a kind of a spoiler, but I spoke about it so much in the stream that at this point it's not a spoiler anymore. But anyway, it's basically the story of a wizard that wanted to be immortal, right? And he was seeking immortality, and he knew that there is a god dedicated to, I mean, there is a god of death in our game, right? The god of death, and the god of death is named Dakru, and he's living in where he's not living. We don't know exactly where he's living, but anyway, he has a realm that is the realm of the dead, that you go when you die. Well, actually, when you don't die. But anyway, when you die, don't die. You go there, right? And so this wizard tried in all possible ways to get more knowledge about the realm of the dead and to understand how that would work. How does it work, and how to reach it, and how to escape from it as well, right? So, and she managed at a certain point to create a portal that was connecting the world of the living with the world of the dead, and became very annoying with all the creatures that live in that realm, to be noticed by the god of death, right? And she managed to, by the way. She managed to be noticed, but the god of death said that no, it would not grant her any immortality for whatever reason. And plus, he was very annoyed by her to the point that he managed to ban her from entering the realm again. And as you can imagine, she went pretty mad. And the problem is that in all this experimentation, in the laboratory that we have partially built, she was studying the Quildrakes, which was one of the creatures, which is this creature. One of the creatures that were used in her experiments magical experiments to I mean, we have 3 versions of it. This is one version of it, right? So she was studying these creatures, and there are different versions of it. In particular, there is one that is highly magical, and which is all blue and crystal color, and she was using the magical properties of these creatures to actually basically boost their research and her magic knowledge and powers and such. And in theory we have to go this direction if we really want to go in one particular direction, but fine. Up to the point that she completely polluted an underground river with her foul experiments, and the end result of that is that she created a plague in a nearby city. And then the story is a bit long to explain, but anyway, and then after that a hero came and defeated her, and other wizards managed to discover that what she was doing, and they cleaned the place, and they find an antidote, or anyway a cure for the plague, and they liberated the city pretty much. So that is the dungeon where her laboratory resides, right? And so that the player will go here to understand where are the cave pieces, to understand, to learn about this story, right? They will come here to learn about the story. So how many rooms we have? We have a room exit. Let me see this room 1. Room 1 has 2 exits, or one? Yeah, it's 2 exits. So room 1 is basically another L, though. It's just slightly different, but it's another L in his essence, right? This room number 2 is what? This is a T. No, this is what? There is 2 exits only. Yeah, it's basically an I. This room is also very nice, by the way. Okay, I think we will put room number 2 here. And then I think we will end with another large room, no? And then this branch will be done. Then I think the laboratory will be this way. Ah, here we are splitting, by the way. Hold it. Yeah, but we will have room number 2 here. So I have to. So she's dead, right? So you cannot meet that character because she's dead. But you can learn about the story through her diaries, you know, and journal and things like that. So you will still be able to, and hopefully you will also get some loot, right, out of all of this, I assume. I would put another eye before the room. Do we want to put a slope going down? I mean, we are already pretty much, we are already low, but we can go down one more maybe, or not. Do we have an eye non-slope? No, we don't. Why all the eye are slope? That's not a great idea. I think I will place our low here and close it. By the way, I just realized that if I copy the height, it's a bit easier. I'm starting to be a bit sleepy, my boys. It's nearly midnight here. That's awesome. Come to play the game. Yeah. Yeah, you can download it and try it if you want. I mean, don't expect Skyrim or right, but it's fine if you keep your expectation reasonable. I think you may have fun with the game anyway. Okay, so we close it with this room. And then remember that we still have one opening that I didn't close, which is here. Where we may go down once, maybe, or up. No, up I think makes no sense. We have room number 3. I don't know if we used... yes, room number 3 is the one with 3 exits. No, I don't want to have 3 exits. I mean, in theory, we can close one of the exits with a piece of rock, right? So we have that possibility. I think I want to have some secret passages though, but we can do that. We have this capability. We have this capability. So, for example, this last room, I think we could have a secret passage. Secret passage is fairly easy because actually secret passage is this ending, right? That you put here, and if you center it properly, it just looks like a normal wall, but it is actually a secret passage, right? I think I placed it right. And in the game, you can discover it and open the door, and go through. Basically, you can. It doesn't open, but you can walk through it. Yeah, I think we can have one secret passage there. I think the best would be to have a secret passage here, though, which is less evident than there, maybe. I don't know. So here we will put an L. Here we will put an L that goes where? It goes to the right. If you want to go down, it goes to the right, yes. Anyway, I think that already like this is fairly big. The dungeon, I think already like this is fairly big. Because you can get lost easily, right? Between the, mainly this junction, I think is a mess because you can go in 3 places and then here he splits again. And so you can get lost very, very easily. We don't have an eye. We don't have an eye going straight. That's a problem. I think we have to make it. There are only slopes. There are only eye slopes that go up or down. Yeah, I think I will go soon. I'm starting to be a bit sleepy and it's anyway nearly midnight. I go by Isaiah Azavir, something like this normally in online games. Nice. If that name is available, you can use it in game. Okay, do we want to do it now? This is, so how do we end? I don't know how to end. I think we need more end rooms, right? Well, actually room 1 is an end room. Room 1, the first room I think is, this one is no exit. This one only has one entrance here and it ends, no, this one no. I think it's probably called the start room then. Yeah, start room. So start room is, yeah, it's just like this. So it's basically an ending. And we can have here a treasure chest or something. So I think we can use it. I think we can use it here. I think here it will end after this. And we can always expand it in the future, by the way, right? So it's not the end of our creativity here. We can expand it later on in a new release, right? I think I would like to release this weekend, but I really need to think about it a bit. Do you think we should add just as an Easter egg or just as a cheeky thing to add one card to the release? One card of the card game, just one. That you find somewhere, you know, and you are like, what is this thing? Like, what is it? There is a card here of a card game. Why? I think it would be nice. I think I will do it. But the problem of that is... Okay, so here we need to finish the dungeon. How do we finish it? So this direction we have to finish and we have to put the room of the... we have to put the laboratory, right? I mean, definitely needs to be with a secret passage, right? So we obviously want to have a secret here so that it's not easy to find. And most people will not find it. I'm fine with that. Just have to be sure that this thing is properly positioned. No. Yeah, like that. Now, to have it as a secret, what do I have to do? Oh, this thing is not perfect, huh? Yeah, it's not, but if you look at it from the top, you can see a small, well, it's very small. I think we have to tag it. We have to tag the actor as secret, right? If I remember right, we add a new tag and we call it secret. And that is what the game is looking for to make it an actual secret. So we do the same on this guy as well. We can test it right now, assuming that that's correct, but I think so. So going in this direction, no, going in, yeah, going in this direction, because I added the secret, right? No, that is the end. No. Going in this direction, yeah, going in this direction. We will have the, maybe we can just copy the down or no? No, let's do it slightly different. Well, I think one down we can copy, but then... 6-2. 6-2 is a lot. No, for sure it's not 6-2. with the secret is very hard to understand. Okay. No. Zartus Center. I think it's centered actually. Yeah, I think it's correct. I don't know how long this should be, right? I don't know how long this should be. The laboratory. I mean, I think like this is already fairly big, no? I mean, you have one room here. You have one room here. We have one room here, and in one small room here, right? So we have 4 places. Plus here there will be the laboratory. So. There is another L, pretty much. There is another L. Okay, I think it's connected. So how long we want this thing to be before reaching the laboratory? Wizardry 8, yeah. Yeah, you can read the music at the bottom. At the bottom there is a small player that tells you what music is it. There is Against the Storm, for example. Do we want to have another secret passage? Like 2 secret passages? Too much. Nah, it's too much. Fuck it. We will have a normal door here. We will have a gate. We will have a low door here. We will have a low door, and this will be the entrance to the laboratory, okay? This will be the entrance. And this may be locked, right? We may. So what we can do with doors at the moment, we can trap them and we can lock them. The problem of the lock is that you can lock pick it pretty much easy. So I think we will put another down. I will put another down, and then we will have our laboratory. So that will be the end. That will be the end. That will be the end for now. And then we test it a second, and then I go to bed, okay? Wow, I connected it randomly at the first shot. Okay, nice. Okay, and here finally we have our laboratory that we moved here. That includes a few pieces. And 2 secret passages. Sorry for the spoilers. Wow, cannot find it. I guess that. Sorry for the spoilers. Close your eyes. Don't look. If you want to, yeah. If you want not to know where are the secret passages. Close your eyes. Right now. Okay. I think one day I will rework the stats, right? Because where is the entrance of this? Ah, it's here. So we have to rotate everything 90. Okay. Okay. What? No, it's impossible. Why it doesn't match? It doesn't match. It doesn't match. I think I know why. Because I rotated it with also the other objects selected. And so the pivot of the rotation is different. Oh fuck. Yes. I think that's the problem. I cannot rotate it. I can move it, but I cannot rotate it with all the objects selected. So I will have to reposition all the objects. Fine, it's okay. I mean, anyway, it's just a few. I mean, it's not much. Now it should match, right? Please. Now it should match. Please. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yeah, so, well, I mean, yes, it does. Wow, I got scared for a second, but yeah, the problem is that these objects, right? These objects, so this, and this, they don't have the same pivot. So if you just pick them up and rotate them, they modify the. So we can probably rotate them now, but I don't even know in which direction. In this direction, yeah. We can probably try to rotate them and put them back, but I think I will have to adjust manually. I think I will have to manually adjust for these guys to be in the correct place. Pretty much, I think, but we can do it. Yeah, the rotation is fucked, I think. No? Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Fine. So, okay, let's try. Let's test it. I have to go. So let's test it a second. So we'll save the current level. We will see if we have to save anything else. No. There should be no open. There should be no open places. I think we left our character in the previous room, so probably will fall down when we connect, because now that room doesn't exist anymore. If I ever make it to this place, I will not remember the secret anyway. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah, I think I want to release this weekend. Let me send a message on Discord. Say, hey guys, I will say hi. There is a possibility I will make the new release this weekend. If there is any bug, you really want fixed before then, please let me know. And let me link our bug tracker, because we have a bug tracker where we keep all the bugs. A giant database full of bugs. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I posted on Discord. By the way, if you want to join our Discord, the link is below. Okay. Paravaram, paravaram, paravaram. The ground is still kind of, I mean, if you look at the ground like this, it's okay. If you look at it, you know, with a very strong angle like this, it becomes, the specular start to be something and it becomes very white, right? Which I don't know if I really like, but anyway. Okay, now I have no idea where I am. Oh, there is a door here though. Interesting. There is another door here. Maybe this is the entrance, actually. I have no idea. Yeah, that's the entrance. Fuck. We went backward. Okay, so to reach the room, to reach the secret room, I have to go... do I know where I have to go? I mean, I think left and not right. That's for sure. But then when I'm here... I already reached the end room. So I missed... this one. This one, okay. Now... No. No. I'm already lost. 1 second and I'm already lost. I mean, I can start to drop items too. But in theory, it should be another exit. So he's on the right? No, I'm sure he's on the left. But on the left he ends. What? Ah, yes, he's on the right. Hey, yes, he's on the right. Okay. I thought he was on the left, but no. Now. Oh, wow, this room is interesting. Is there a secret here? Probably not. There is a secret here. Yes. There is. Ah, we went through the secret. We went through the secret easy. Now. Is there another secret here? No. It doesn't look like it. No, it cannot be. Oh, there is a door here. Ah, here we go down. Oh, yes. There is the laboratory, which at the moment, you know, is not there. But here there is a secret. Here. Bling! You go through. Sorry for the spoilers. And there is another secret here. And here is the portal, and we will put stuff in this room, right? But this is the secret laboratory. So, and here is the portal that in theory brings you to the realm of the dead. There is the portal. Okay, guys, with this beautiful view of the portal and some nice bones of a creature in a cage, I will say bye-bye, and I will see you tomorrow evening. Tomorrow is Wednesday, yeah. Tomorrow evening, 9:30 p.m. European time as usual. And we will populate this room, I guess, and we will also populate some of the other rooms, and we will see if we can make this dungeon more interesting. Also, we will have to add monsters, right? We will add pretty much this monster to the cave. I closed it. Yeah, I closed it. Anyway, the Quilldrake monster in different shapes and forms and sizes. And yeah, we will continue from here, my boys. Bye. See you. Hello, Silver Sky. Hey, welcome, welcome. I'm going away, but I will be back tomorrow. Bye. Bye bye.